Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here, and welcome to episode 10 of our TNA Throwback series from 2006 on the road to Destination X. And it's probably been about a month since I've last booked this, so I did forget a few things, but I feel like we're back into the zone now. Let me read through my last episode, and it just kind of shows how far ahead I book. But yeah, I feel confident that, as I say, we can get back on the road and certainly get this series up and running and really get driving into it. Really take TNA to the levels that it should have got to in 2006 and 2007 before it kind of went downhill thanks to Hulk Hogan and the like. Before we start the video, just the usual shout outs to say any subs are deeply appreciated, any comments as well. As I say, because of the issue with the alerts and that, as I say, some people don't get notified when our videos are. We are trying to maintain a schedule of having the Raw videos Monday, the TNA on a Thursday, SmackDown on a Friday, my WWE pay-per-views on the Sunday. This does change in a pay-per-view week, but we will be changing the series up for the WWE ones in a few weeks. That will be going to This Is WWE, or A Week in WWE, where the Raw and SmackDown will be in the same video. And yeah, just to say, to stop saturating the market effective and putting that many out, I think it's probably better that we rein it in a bit and go with quality over quantity. So I say any likes as well, deeply appreciated. Let me know how you're getting on with TEW. To say we are now 2 years in its life cycle. Hell, do you even think we're due a new one? Or have you enjoyed any of Adam Ryland's other games, the likes of World of Mixed Martial Arts 5? I've not a proper playthrough of it on the demo. It's just I'm not too great with the fictional databases, and it's pretty difficult now getting a real world mod that suits the time scale that you're allowed in the demo. As I say, if you to pick up a May database, it's not going to work. You need a January, February database, or it's not going to work. But anyway, we'll crack on with the show. We've got, as I say, another sold out Impact in the Fort Lauderdale, or Lauderdale, how it's pronounced, Lake Centre, 3,500. We start the show with a recap video from last week's Impact, where we replay the farewell to the founder of TNA, Jeff Jarrett, who will no longer compete as an active member of the roster. So obviously last week he said his goodbyes, and that's recapped to a D+ 50 segment. Opening contest is an extremely short match. It sees Samoa Joe take on Shark Boy and Eric Young in a handicap match. Joe is victorious in 5 minutes and 10 when he defeats Shark Boy by pinfall, and he actually defends the title in it as well. So it's his 5th defence of the X Division Championship, and Samoa Joe carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. The D47's pretty happy with that. It gets the crowd hotter, and you can see there Joe with 56. Probably has outgrown the X Division, but we've got to make him as dominant as possible before we end up giving him the inevitable 50-50 booking. Eric Young improves his flying skills. Negatives there, both Joe and Young bring consistency. I feel in these kind of situations, like he was in real life, that Shark Boy is just a very solid hand to keep around, to be honest. Small promo from Samoa Joe post-match. He just says, Bischoff, whoever this mystery man is, give him my well wishes and tell him he better book himself into the nearest hospital, because I am going to inflict insufferable pain on this guy and put him to sleep with a Kikina clutch. So pretty similar to Joe as WWE right now. Proper nasty, vicious, I'm going to hurt you promos. But he's got that mystery opponent for Destination X for his X Division title, and he doesn't know who it is. And honestly, I forgot as well, but thankfully I left it in Notepad who I'd booked to face him, so I do remember who it is. And I'm actually looking forward to the match. It's going to be interesting. But the angle got the crowd hotter as well. Next up, we had our women's division match, and that's annoying because it seems like I've booked it incorrectly. I'm not going to back and change it. You learn from these mistakes. It should be the storytelling match. It is, but I've also for some reason booked it as to work it slow. But anyway, decent reaction from the crowd. Subpar wrestling from our Knockouts division. ODB picks up the win over the veteran Lisa Moretti in 5:44 by pinfall with Power Slam. E+ 35. Lisa Moretti is obviously going to have the better performance, but it's all about building up ODB and these initial foundations of our Knockouts division. A few negatives, but that's more so on me than the performers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I stand before you tonight is the agent of the one and only, the undefeated, the submission specialist, the hottest prospect in professional wrestling, Bryan Danielson. So far, Mr. Bryan Danielson has demonstrated the skills to show you all why it is just a mere amount of time before he stands before you as a world champion. So TNA roster, stay on notice. I had the next big thing once before, but this one is more dangerous. So C plus 67, obviously strength, height, etc. That's on Brock, but this is Daniel Bryan back in the day. He was a vicious dude, he could, whatever submission he wanted, he could do. So that's what I'm kind of building up there. But he's still babyface, of course. Learning to develop better performance skills, but Paul Heyman is making him look $1 million. And 6-man action in a decent matchup. Bryan Danielson, Alex Shelley, and Jeff Hardy defeat the team of Austin Aries, Chris Sabin and Pete Williams in 12-18 when Bryan Danielson defeated Pete Williams with a full Nelson suplex. In terms of in-ring work, Danielson head and shoulders above everyone else, so it's likely that he's going to get pushed to the moon, maybe even further than we expected, because he's just dominating people in terms of in-ring stuff. His pop isn't that bad either, but C60, you can see there, nobody even comes close to him. The next best is Jeff in a 48. But a lot of these guys we all know are phenomenal athletes. I mean, I was a big fan of the Motorcycle Machine Guns. Pete Williams is very good. We all know about the greatest man that ever lived. So a lot of potential here, but that's what you're working with in 2006. They were by no means a finished article. They were full of potential, and it's up to us in this save to make them fulfill it. So Alex Shelley improves Rumble skills. A few negatives for low morale, but I'll hopefully sort that out one day. Next up, a tag team match, decent tag match. AJ and Daniels defeat the Outlaws in 9:39 when AJ Styles defeats BJ James with the double underhook faceplant. If I can get my words together. C60 again is building up the potential of AJ and Daniels. They were really good at this time, but we want to take them to that next level. And if we can suck every bit of overness out of the Outlaws, who are obviously in the way out, we'll certainly seek to do that. But good matchup anyway. 2 storylines advanced, that's cool. I do need to work out my card for Destination X so we can start working towards that. It's a problem when you go time between shows. But overall, again, very good match that should hopefully see us gain pop for this show. Next tag team match sees Ron Killens and Monty Brown, your tag team champions. They're on commentary to kind of scout their opposition, and Ron Killens just says, "Yo, Mike TNA, we're here on a little scouting mission. We know TNA's got the best tag teams in the world, so we got to see who's up to scratch and who's going to try and take our titles. You dig?" So D44, nice simple promo from Ron Killens. Of course, he was very serious back then, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing matchups appear for Ron Killens and Monty Brown. And the matchup they were watching was a decent matchup, which saw Brother Ray and Brother Devon, Team 3D, defeat LAX's Hernandez and Homicide in 12-13 when Hernandez was disqualified when Conan came in and attacked Brother Devon. So adding a bit more fuel to this storyline that's kind of integrated with 2 others. But C-56 is still decent. Again, it's keeping both teams looking strong here with the DQ finish. It's just getting, as I say, both teams to a parallel level, because one team is in the obviously descendancy with their age, but the other one is still on the up and up. Which is mentally say, because Brother Ray, obviously, as we all know, probably peaked 6 years later, but we'll see how his stats go in this. Hernandez improves technical skills. Overall, solid co-main event. Leads us to our main event promo. Christian Cage, tonight you team up with Sting to take on me in this monster they call Abyss. Just think of the pain and suffering that we will inflict on you tonight, while your past, his prime teammates, suffers, leaving us to have our way to destroy you. Tonight is a precursor for what is going to happen at Destination X when I walk out as the NWA TNA Heavyweight Champion. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Just seems I want to push Raven to the sky, but as I say, such a great mic worker in my opinion. I want to try and make the best out of him before he does really suffer from physical decline. So, of course, him versus Christian is going to be going down, of course, at Destination X. So that's a C plus 68. So happy with that. And our main event, decent, not amazing, but about that had good heat and decent wrestling. Christian Cage and and Sting defeat Abyss and Raven in 15:01 when Christian picks up the win over Raven. So it's C minus 58. Sting and Christian with decent performances, same with Raven and Abyss. Again, it's figuring out, what's the future, what's going to be left behind. So people like Sting you just can't job out as well, but of course it's one of his few wins. He's never actually had a pinfall victory since coming to TNA. That's the storyline I've kind of written so far. As he passed his prime, it's going to be interesting, but we'll see how that goes. And I clicked off that far too quick there, so I'll quickly see. I noticed there we didn't have the ratio of females, so that's my bad. ODB apparently didn't count, which is a shame. Of course, if you add in either of the America's Most Wanted, it does mean that the team does qualify because of Gail Kim as our manager. But anyway, C minus 57, so that's good there. Am I going to assume, I'll need to go back and watch it, I think we lost Pop because of the females, maybe we gained it. But as you can see there, we're in a good position. We're just going to slowly but surely keep our time at regional, build up to get cult, and as I say, just build these wrestlers up, get them over. Any people we can snatch from WWE that have overness, we'll steal them. I know it's very TNA-esque, but we've got to do it to help build the company and take it to the next level. Now 0.11 on our rating, so let's just quickly have a look there at our usual stats. It's not our highest one, the highest is 0.13, but yeah, overall, done 10 shows now. Best match is a 66. There's a long way to go, but if we can get a bit of momentum, hopefully, as I say, we can definitely take this company places. And I'm going to skip another day because I just want to see how we do financially for this month. So let's quickly do that since we are at the end of the month. It's not something I normally do, but just want to see how our financial predicament looks as we head into the new month. As WWE has no way out, let's see how they book it. John Cena defeats Kane, Batista defeats Randy Orton, Flair defeated Rene Dupree and Matt Striker. Always interesting. I did a WWE save. So just my written save, sorry, that I was doing on my blog, where I think a lot of people noticed this. Carl Anderson was defeating Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. Always interesting what the AI do. So let's have a look here. Oh, good job we continued, because this could be horrible. This could be make or break for the company. We finished first out of 5 in the Great Lakes, the Southwest and the Tri-State. New Japan offer for Bryan Danielson. If this is written, we could be fucked already. Let's have a look. Oh, it's touring. I don't know how that affects us. We might be affected by that. We might be okay. I'm going to assume it's going to be the same for Styles, Joe and Shelley. So I'm actually quite happy if any of them do tour with Japan. I don't know how it works, but it adds a little bit of a challenge to our save. And at the same time, it means you don't push the guys that normally would have been pushed by TNA. So it adds that little bit of change. Do we bring other people in that, can carry the company forward? Or do you go with somebody like an Austin Aries, that never really got that initial first push, had to go back and then come back again as then they get pushed? But we'll see how that goes, and we'll obviously get a better indication of that on next week's Impact. But the other good thing as well, if we quickly jump to finances, another month of profit, 124,000. So we keep doing that for 10 months, we should see our money double, and we can maybe take a few more gambles in terms of marquee signings. So that's going to be it for this episode, guys. As I say, as always, if you enjoyed it, please let us know. If you did watch TNA at this point, what was your favourite moment from about 2006? Personally, didn't start watching it until the tail end of 2006, but that is pretty much what got me back into wrestling. So it was I'd say the late summer, August. I still count that as summer. As soon as you hit September, that's autumn for me. But yeah, get back into it then, and yeah, 12 years on, here we are. So cheers for watching, guys, much appreciated. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you next time for another TNA episode, or hopefully I'll see you in one of my other series we've got going on the channel. But cheers for watching, take it easy, see you soon, bye bye.